two answers. Anybody? What is leadership? The Toastmaster Dila.
Leadership Mosaic. Leadership Mosaic Toastmaster Sunil Tamlata.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good morning. Presiding officer, Toastmaster guests, friends. Very good morning.
Good morning.
I really liked Grishma's method of giving a speech. Right in the beginning, she told everybody to close their eyes. So I do the same. Keep your eyes closed for the entire meeting. It'll be easier for you. So my topic today is leadership. So let me start with a question. What is leadership? I'll take two answers. Anybody? What is leadership? The Toastmaster Dila.
Giving examples by yourself.
I'm sorry?
Doing things yourself, and by doing so, giving example to
great. Anybody else?
Making others to follow him.
Correct. I was worried somebody would say leadership is a way to lead people, but that doesn't really explain. So my definition of leadership would be to influence others, influence, convince, and inspire other people to think in your line of thought to achieve a particular goal or objective. Now, goal or objective is very important because you can have the leadership qualities, but your objective decides who you are. So having leadership qualities is like having the nuclear technology with you. What you do with that technology, you create energy for betterment of humankind or create an atomic bomb. Those are two different objectives. So objective is equally important. Now this might come as a little disputable. I believe Hitler was a great leader. His objective, his intentions might be not in the right line, but he was a great leader. Likewise, I don't like to say it, but the current Prime Minister, Prachanda, is also a great leader because under his influence, people were ready to die for him. So he could influence people for his goal. I'm not too sure about his intentions or objectives, but he's still a great leader. Now coming to the types of leadership, there are different ways to achieve that objective through other people, and that is what we call different types of leadership. If we go into the entire mosaic of leadership, there are too many. I will discuss only 4 of them today. I printed the names out. Transactional leadership. As the name suggests, this is more of a transaction. You do something good, you'll get rewarded. You don't do particularly good, either you get punished or you don't get rewarded. Now this kind of leadership was initially shown by Henry Ford in his assembly line invention, where every employee had specific task, specific job. And if they did the job well, they got rewarded. If they didn't do it too well, they were not rewarded. And I think some bankers here, you would agree, in the managerial section in the banks also, they're given targets, they're rewarded if the targets are met, and they're not rewarded if the targets are not met, even in the banks. The second is very interesting, and I think very limited, is called transformational leadership. Now this is something where the leader inspires, encourages the other people to think out of the box, make them feel something that is impossible is possible. And the best examples of these are people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, who entirely changed our lives, how we communicate, how we shop, how we travel. They display transformational leadership. The third I would like to discuss is autocratic. Actually, this is also known as authoritarian, but autocratic sounds better because authoritarian is like, it's kind of a dictatorship. Now it's not, it sounds bad, authoritative, because it's like forcing some people to your concepts, but it can be good. Again, coming back to the objective of leadership, this can be good. Now the examples are, if a good leadership has good objective, good intentions, you could achieve great results. And my personal favorite of autocratic leadership, I'm not sure if you'll like this, but people like Saddam Hussein, who I believe was a autocratic leader, but he did very good for his country. Colonel Gaddafi, he did very well for his country. And another example probably is Singapore. Look at where they've reached, from a fishing village to one of the leading countries in the world, and China. Well, probably the most favorite is democratic, which, as the name suggests, is based on the employees or people's views. But this is not necessarily the best, because the leader again makes the final decisions and plans, but he or she takes advice from its people, and that's why it's democratic. The best example of this is apparently ex-CEO of PepsiCo, who used this technique in her company and took the company to newer heights. Now, when it comes to my leadership style, I am a yin-yang person. I don't believe anything in life is black and white. It's always a mixture. It's always gray. So when I had my companies running, I had a mixture of all these leadership styles. When it came to finances, I had to be authoritarian. I had to tell them, this is how it's done. If it comes to managerial problems, I'd probably go democratic. So in life, nothing is black and white. It's always a mixture. That is my belief. And in leadership styles also, I believe you have to understand the situation, the people, the timing, and make your right pick. Thank you very much.